All right, hopefully this mic is working because I don't feel like doing a test run and checking it out. So this is an update, big update. Not necessarily big. Well, I guess it is kind of big because a lot of new stuff going on. But I just haven't done an update in a while. I'm gonna lower this thing a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so I haven't done an update in a long time, like a full length video, and there's a lot to share in the journey. For one, trying to grow out a little stash real quick. I like shaved yesterday, so this is week one. So I know it looks terrible right now, but we're testing it, seeing it how it's gonna go. It's one of the things. It's changing, trying it out. I literally just like probably 5 minutes before this wrote down a bunch of things that I've just been thinking about that's going on. So I might have missed some stuff, but starting out, Gwen left today for New Zealand. She's gonna be gone for 4.5 months. That's big. I just hope she's safe. It's a good time learning. She does a lot of side questing, so I kind of envy her in that she gets to do all that. Hopefully she can make some wise choices. But yeah, I'm just really proud of her, and how much she's gotten better. And that's one of the things, like, I dog on her a lot. I feel like about being disorganized, spending too much time on her phone, doing all these dumb things that don't help really, just for entertainment. And it's fun because she enjoys it, and I want her to be happy. But also, like, I know she has so much potential, and I'm trying to make it about her. This is a good practice for me learning. I want to make about her, about making her better, not just so that she can be a higher achiever and it makes me look better because I'm related to her. So that's why I don't want to come at it the wrong way. So she left for New Zealand today. We were like, mom and dad were driving her, and even we just prayed together, said our goodbyes, and mom was crying already. I was like, mom, you got another whole hour before you have to actually say goodbye. So that's happening. Another more. We'll do the light stuff first. We'll get into the light stuff. So work. Been working Milcon for maybe a month now. Yeah. So that's good. Making some good cheddar. Getting prevailing wage, 31.50 an hour. Is that right, Pat? And that's nice. I don't know if I'd work this job without it. I'm just cooked. It's just tiring. So down the goals, but definitely is getting the money up. What I'm trying to do is, since I know wealth is a ratio, I'm trying to keep the money up without the expenses going up too, because money's a ratio. If I make a lot of money this week, but I still spend a bunch, and I've noticed this too. Like, just it's where I want to be though. Like, I don't want to be stingy. Like, when Gwen left, like, I gave her like a $50 gift card I got. It's just like a Visa card. And so, like, I want to be like more generous and not stingy. But also, like, when we go out, Landry, I'm not afraid to spend money as much. Or like buying things. Like, I bought myself some blue light blockers, which those will be coming up soon. Be wearing them. Kind of goes into a little other thing I'm gonna be talking about too. But yeah, I'm really excited about those. Bought some other things. Bought a shelf in my closet. So I know that's a small thing, but it makes me happy to be organized. But anyway, so trying to keep the expenses low while I'm just making money and just sending it all to 529, something to put towards school, because I know it's gonna be super expensive. So yeah, work. It's rough. Learning some new things. It's really not that bad. I can listen to some podcasts sometimes, or some audiobooks. I listen to one, which I'll bring up another time. The Alter Ego Effect. It's another thing to bring up, but I really like that one. Another time I listen to, this kind of segues to another thing. Another time I can listen to podcasts or audiobooks that I really enjoy, because sometimes I don't have that much time anymore, is when I'm running. And I've been doing a lot more of that lately. That's like my main thing right now, is running, because it's actually enjoyable. It's pretty good, because learning to run slow is nice. It's hard when you're rushed and you're like, oh, I gotta hit this quick thing. But when you have a good like 2 hours, like, I can just run slow. It's okay. Just run slow, let your body adapt, and know that I'm a little bit heavier. I'm sitting at 215-ish when I first wake up. But just going into running, like right now I'm looking, we got half July 12th that I scheduled that, I was going to try to do for everyone. And then no one could make it, but I already scheduled it. So we're doing another one July 25th on my birthday. All the brethren are going to be there for that one, so that one will be a lot of fun. But I would have already run a marathon race, so I'm getting the races in, and then I was just looking, been saying I'm gonna run a marathon, and I've been training for it. As farthest I've gotten so far is 13.1, my long runs, which is half marathon distance. So I got to get the mileage up to run a marathon. So I was looking at marathons. There's like none in the beginning of August, which is probably good because I don't think I would have been ready. But we got some. I'm debating. Going to talk probably when Mother Dearest gets back about running one. Here, I need to move this thing. A little notification. What came back? Get out of here. Yeah, it's either going to be, I'm either going to do the Air Force One, September 19th, or this other Sunbury one. That's where it's at, which is a lot cheaper. It's like the cheapest one by almost half, which is September 12th. So those, I think, more times. The only hard thing is I got to be running and training when I'm in college, and not too much, because the week before and the week before that, so the last 2 weeks, you kind of bring the level down and give yourself, a lot of energy. You're not running hard. You're fully recovered. But yeah, like week before college or first week of college is when I got to hit like 20 something miles as my last big long run before the marathon. And yes, my goal is get sub 4 hours at 220 pounds. I don't know about the 220 pounds thing. Sub 4 is definitely a big one for the time. But I will be plus 210. I don't think I'm going to lose that much weight then. Right now, I'm already down 5 pounds. I've been all the running and working I've been doing and working out. I lost 5 pounds. And also, I stopped taking creatine as consistently. So I need to hop back on that because while it does make you heavier for running because it just holds more water, it is really important just for recovery. And as a bigger guy doing all that heavy impact on my feet, just boom, 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 it's very important that I recover from that. So with that, just thinking about, running. Sometimes it sucks. I hit 10 miles today, and I'm just cooked afterwards, just for a little bit. I got to recover though. But kind of want to get into why I'm doing this. Yes, it is a big flex. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, I ran a marathon, when I'm 19 or whatever. I got this time or whatever. And then eventually probably going to run multiple. I'm definitely going to take a break though after I run this one and see, later on maybe we'll get back into it. I at least got to run the one because I love the type of person I would have to be to run a marathon. Because it's not just the running and the mental struggle. It's, while you're pushing in, it's hot and you're, tired. It's, the going to bed early, the making sure your diet's good, all that stuff outside of it, the getting sleep. The one I'm struggling with right now is you're over at your girlfriend's house and you really want to stay another hour or so. This is what I need to work on. And you just go to bed early. That's one I need to work on. I've not done that very well because yesterday, I woke up this morning to run and I stayed up too late last night, which too late for me is like 12:30, which is not like crazy to some people, but for me that's too late. When for work, my usual wake up time is 5:30. That's what I'm used to, and what my sleep schedule is kind of out. So that's like that's like 4 hours too late. But sorry. I think I had another thing with the diet. I think I had ice cream, brownies last night because it's kind of a celebratory thing for Gwen leaving, going to New Zealand. But I just don't think I can have ice cream. It just messes with my throat. I'm just thinking I'm mildly allergic to it. So, yeah, running. It's going to be hard kind of in college. But also I was thinking do I really want to do that? New environment, got to make new habits, all this stuff, new route. And I was like, yeah, I think I do. I got to start out strong. I got to show. One thing someone's telling me is when you go to college, you can be anyone you want to be. It's one of the fun things. It's like a fresh start. There's not very many people that know you. So I want to come out and it's okay if I'm weird. I want to come out and be oh, I'm that weird guy that goes to bed early and trains to run, wakes up early, lifts, works out. He brings his scale and his meal prep containers to the dining hall. He, isn't that fun sometimes? Because instead of going out with the boys to go, roam around, he's going to bed early, which I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's one thing going to bed early, which is kind of hard, leaving the festivities, but it's hard when you're in a dorm and it's 9 o'clock and no one else is going to bed that early. I'm just assuming. I don't know. But I'm assuming, like, I stayed at the dorm one time for orientation, and it wasn't the quietest place. So I might have to invest in some earplugs. But like, this is the thing, like I want to get earplugs, sleep mask or something like that. But like my alarm, it's noise and also it's a light alarm. So if a sleep mask, I'm not gonna see it. Like that's the whole point. I mean, it'd be nice because my roommate might be up and about, all those things, doing stuff in their room with lights on. So I don't know what I'm gonna need to do. I have to figure that out. Okay, all right, create new systems, which is fun. That's another thing I've been thinking about. I didn't write that down. Just thinking about all the new systems I want to have in college to just be an absolute killer, get my stuff done, working things, learning new things as much as possible, trying new things. So yeah, running, marathon, it's going to be done. It will be done. All right, it kind of brings us into the alter ego, which I kind of referenced in the audiobook. I listened to it. I think it was a Higher Up Wellness podcast. He referenced it, or someone did, and it's really good. It's if I could explain it to someone, it's like how to gamify life. Like if you like video games and you got your character and they got certain powers, and they do these things to defeat the enemy. And that's literally what the book is about, where you have your alter ego, like who you want to be, your superhero. It could be anything. It could be like an animal. It could be a historical figure. It could be someone completely made up. It could be superhero. And you like that, and you're starting like, whoa. Like, what is this childish stuff? This is stupid. That's just how our brains work. Like, we love stories. We love telling ourselves stories, telling us things. And it's a lot easier sometimes. We get in the, it's not good to fake it till you make it. Like, you either are or you aren't. But sometimes you just need that permission to just go for it. And a lot of the times, a lot of what we can and cannot do is just mental. It's just what's going on right here. So the alter ego is kind of a way of breaking that, because like, I might right now, my limiting beliefs might not, think I can run a marathon or whatever, but Batman can, or whoever, superhero or whatever, or like a cheetah can, which it sounds dumb, but it's kind of cool, and just different psychological things you can do. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Not gonna spill too much, but I will be doing some alter ego stuff. Like, it's another thing. Like, you don't need to tell anyone else why you're doing these certain things, or acting slightly differently. So I'm excited to have like my alter ego, because it's just, I don't know, it's just strange the way he talked about it. I can kind of relate. It's just kind of like it protects you, because your alter ego, and it's, I don't know, it's just very interesting. There's so much, like, it's literally like the ultimate, what is it called? When there's a science experiment and there's placebo, it's the placebo effect or whatever. It's the ultimate like placebo, where like nothing's actually happening. Like, to give an example, like you have Tic Tacs, which I might actually do, because I remember like doing this when I was little, or like with like a Gatorade or something like that. Like, oh, the Tic Tac is just nothing, but you could pretend it's something. Like, oh, with this I'm becoming, like this like something else, like this person having these traits or whatever. It literally is our brains, like, it works. Nothing. I love placebo, because you don't have to change anything. But here, it's just, you just need something small, physical, that just, I don't know. I'm fascinated with it. So, gonna be doing that. Now I want to touch on deep topic. I know I kind of saved this to the end, but purpose, and my purpose. What the heck I'm doing. My why. Start with why. I feel like sometimes when I've like tried to search for my purpose, like for something like making content, or why am I doing this, sometimes it's hard when I try to manufacture something like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it sounds right. I'm gonna follow Alex Hormozy's formula, and I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't work that way for me. It helps. The thinking process does help. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely worth it to think about things, even if it's kind of a rough thing. But then, like, sometimes, like, I'm at work and I'm working like, I just don't really want to do this, and I can get through it, and it's not that bad, and be optimistic, because I know like I'm only going to be there till I think August 14th is my last day. So like the whole summer was like 2 months, maybe 2.5 months from when I started, and just, I can get over it. I don't have to be like depressed, like, oh, this is my life. But I was kind of like thinking like, oh, I mean, I don't want to do this. I mean, it's hard work, and it's not the most fun ever. It's not bad. I feel like I'm hating on it. It's not bad. But anyway, I'm like, okay, so what would I really want to do? And just randomly, I was just like, oh, I want to like do self-improvement for my living. Like, that's what I want to do. Try new things, experiment things, try new recipes, gadgets, new training methods, psychology hacks, reading books, making videos about what actually works to actually help people, specifically teens, because I think modern day just so hard. And also, I'm a teen right now. Well, 18, about to be 19. And that's just who I know how to help. And also teens, they're a lot more moldable and interested, I feel like, than, some 60-year-old guy. I mean, not that it wouldn't work on older people, but just I think that might be my specialty because I know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be 60. I'm not going to wait that long to start, wait till I'm 60 to start. But maybe once I'm there, I will. But anyway, just that's all I want to do. Is just I love the continuous improvement of anything in your life for your goal, your purpose, whether it's something as small as setting up something inspirational in your background or something, or in your room, to just remember something and just be more positive and think of your goals, to just hard disciplines and like the exact meal prep recipes, honestly anything. And I want to help people. I just think that would be like the most fun and fulfilling thing ever. And also, I can tie in it to be more like a ministry too. I'm not like a big preacher guy. I feel like I'm pretty devout in my beliefs, in Christianity and Jesus, but I don't think I've ever really like talked about it too much. But I think because there's a lot of similarities, like identity. Identity is a huge one, like of who you are and what you do. Like, and the biggest one, I think, the small fitness example, like, oh, for me, this is like legit. Like, what actually happened is I've always been taller and bigger because, I ate well and my dad gave me good genetics because he was 6'5". So I was always the big guy in the friend group. And then that way, working out and making it a habit was just normal because that's what the big guy did. That just I couldn't see me doing anything else. I've always been the big guy, and that's who I always will be. I mean, obviously there's bigger guys, but that's just who I am. But the craziest thing is when you take that to the full extreme and what God has done for you, and thinking, who's my identity in Him, and just think, for me, I'm the big guy, so I do these things. I work out, I eat well, this, because that's my identity. What do you do if your identity is a child of the King? Like, you are a prince. Like, you are the child of the King, God's child. Like, how do you carry yourself differently? Just like, I see this quote. At first, I was like, "That's the dumbest thing ever" when I heard this quote. But now it hits different. I'm pretty sure a miracle is a change in perspective. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, a miracle is a change in perspective. You'd be like, "Oh, I'm down in the dumps. Nothing matters." Two, I'm a child of the Lord of the universe. Like, boom, like just automatically, just all of a sudden, like everything's different. You look at things different. You look at how you act differently. And I just thought that's really interesting. And hopefully I can share that with other people, like the power of identity. It's who you are. And also there's a lot of similarities between the self-improvement world, things I've heard, and, what God says in the Bible, or what I've heard, pastors say, other people. And I want to kind of bridge the gap, I feel like. So I don't really know where I'm going with that. I don't know what God wants me to do with that. I still love, business stuff. I still, want to learn more. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I want to keep making content, get better at it, get better at talking to people, just going out. And yeah, I'm excited. I really think this would just be awesome if I could do that. I know it's kind of like a big dream, but I think it's possible. I think I'm on the right track. Yeah. I love it. I'm passionate about it, and like anytime I can talk to someone about helping them, I literally light up so much. Whether it's my parents, my dad, like he likes a lot of health stuff, so we talk back and forth about health and diet, what it does. Whether it's that, whether it's psychology, stuff like that with my girlfriend, whether it's just friends. Like literally, we were talking running, and they were like having trouble running long distances because they were training for the half. Haven't got them on the marathon board yet. They say you gotta do the half first, and they'll think about it. But just like I told them, like, you need to run slow. Like I just love the sharing the information. I know that'll help them out. I know it's kind of random, but yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm passionate about it. I love it. Yeah. So hopefully I can use what I learned and just improve. I don't know where this will take me with this route. I don't know if this video made any sense. I know it started out kind of slow, but yeah, I gotta keep making content, making it better too. That's definitely, I think, a weakness of mine too. Making content, I need to improve. I'm thinking about other things I need to do to actually, it's my responsibility. If this is what I actually want to do, these things, like, do I really want to wait 10 years before I'm actually making decent content? Or do I want to excel that growth by maybe hiring a coach, doing an online course, something like that? Like, if I actually want to do this, and I like making videos, especially when stuff I'm passionate about. I hate being fake. I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta make a video today. What's something? Oh, I gotta do this to try to make it sound good so the algorithm pushes. Like, I don't like doing that because it feels fake. But there's lots of times where all of a sudden, like, I think about something or I listen to an audiobook and I'm like, I just like have this idea. I'm like, I need to share this with people, and I want to make it like a video about it. And that's the best feeling ever when you do that. Share something, and I want to make it good. I want to be proud of it, because right now I just kind of hit record and I don't edit anything, and I don't do anything really. And my speaking skills aren't terrible. I'm sure later I'll maybe watch this and realize they're terrible, but I think that's what I need to do. So maybe I'm gonna be looking on School, SKOOL, for online, content creation course and personal brand stuff like that. Learn how to. It's a very like niche thing, because I don't want to be like super good at editing, because I think unedited stuff can be interesting. But I gotta learn to be interesting. It's more like storytelling. So I might listen to a book about storytelling. I think I might do that, an audiobook, because I love listening to audiobooks. I love reading too, because I can actually take notes. There's a lot of audiobooks where it's like they don't ask like questions or have like some things. Like I'm listening to Grit right now. It's definitely an audiobook thing, because there's a lot of studies in it, which is good. It helps, it's very convincing to have lots of studies, but it's also like kind of boring. Like I would not be able to read that on my own. Like I would, but it wouldn't be enjoyable. Well, the Alter Ego, there's a lot of questions on there, and I kind of wish I read that book, like had a hard copy in front of me instead of just, listening to it. But, maybe I'll go back and read it. So with that, I know there's a lot. We're at 22 minutes, and yeah, it's a long update, but I haven't done one in a while. So with that, peace out, and I'll see you in the future. Take care.